Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. I hope you are all having a wonderful evening. So, unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to have Jeff from World Class Bullshitters and Jesse Milestone from Mindless Entertainment. They did get back to me. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. So, you know what? Like I said, if they are unable to, that's okay. We'll still go on and we'll still create a great... Oh, crap. Hold on.
You know what? Like I said, if they are...
There we go. Sorry about that, folks. I really got to be more coordinated with this thing. There we go. But yes, Darth Megatron, good to see you. We got Han Solo, everybody's favorite smuggler from Star Wars, versus Atton Rand, the Jedi Hunter of Darth Revan, and famous Pazak player, also known as Jacques, and also a very good pistolero when it comes to Star Wars. Everybody knows him from Knights of the Old Republic 2, and we are going to pit these two up against each other. Now, for those of you who do know who Jacques Atton Rand is, he is Force sensitive. However, he will not be Force sensitive or using his Force sensitive abilities in this battle. So, with that out of the way, let's start introducing our panel. The first one of our lovely panel. You know her, you love her. You've seen her on the channel many times with the Star Wars versus streams. So she is a veteran. Everybody give it up for the Legends gal herself, OG Star Wars.
Hi everyone, this is your Legends girl trying to make it in this discounted world, and it's always a pleasure to come on here and do this versus and really get into the lore of these characters that we know and love.
Laura?
I'm doing good. And hello to Darth Megatron and Apollo Patriot as well. So thank you for having me here again. Hi everyone, this is your Legends girl trying to make it in this discounted world, and it's always a pleasure we know and love. I'm doing good. And hello to Darth Megatron and Apollo Patriot as well. So thank you for having me here again.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think I might be having a small lag, but if I am, hopefully it won't create too much of a problem. Now, our second panelist, sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Our second panelist is, give it up for Stephanie Janicek.
Hello. Hey everybody, it's Stephanie from the Smuggler's Cantina. I am the proprietor of the cantina. We talk about Star Wars lore, rumors. Basically, it's a free-for-all, but you got to have a strong heart to come to, because I say what I want to say, and I'm not shy about it. So, you know, you better come with a tough skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm here.
Alrighty. One thing that can definitely be said about Steph, she does not hold back and she tells it how it is. So yes, definitely have a tough skin when you're going onto her channel. Our next one is another veteran to the Versus streams. He's been on pretty much the majority of them, I think. But anyway, y'all know him. Y'all love him. It's Darth Annihilus, folks.
Hello. How's it going, everybody?
Well, it's going good here. Now,
Going great.
Yes.
Everybody...
Yes.
Is everybody good? Is there any audio problems.
I may have a little
We
bit
all
of
stable?
traffic, but let me, because I'm on my phone right now. Let me go over and see if I can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna sit here by my fireplace while we talk. Ouch. There. Hi. I'm back. So I've got a good strong signal now. Hopefully we won't be jumping around. And hopefully my husband won't complain out of the bedroom going, "You're keeping me awake." I know it'd be embarrassing. So we're here. Yeah, I think we're fine.
Alrighty. Had to shut my door for a moment, and a spider just came down right in front of my face. I hate it when that happens.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
That's
And
so
he's going
gross.
right back up.
Good. Go. Because I'd be
Yeah.
chasing little
Shoo.
bastard away. Shh, die.
Yeah, trust me. It's, oh my gosh, that was... It's like he came down just to say hi. It's like, my camera's not on, so you wasted opportunity, my friend.
Hi.
So anyway, let's get into it. We got Atton versus Han Solo.
Okay.
So right off the bat, like we always do, we'll go round the table. Alora, who do you think would win without giving much thought to it?
I am going toward Han Solo.
All right, Stephanie,
Han.
Annihilus.
Oh man. Damn it. I can't choose.
Well, choose.
Sorry, Han. Atton.
Oh god. I mean, I figured you'd do it. You're a gamer.
Okay.
Well, I'm also, in a way, I am going to say Atton and I'll give my reasoning when we get to the reasoning section. Now, a little background with Atton Rand. Most of the background is going to have nothing to do with the stream because most of it does imply his force sensitivity. But Atton Rand, for those of you who do not know, is from Knights of the Old Republic 2. And he, before you meet him, he was a Jedi Hunter. He hunted down Jedi for Revan. And he also is a deserter. He deserts from most of what he gets himself into when it comes to following people. Now, Atton Rand is, Jedi hunting. He takes Jedi alive, mind you. This is a person that actually takes them alive so that Revan could turn them to the dark side. And to use them to also use the Starforge and whatnot. But when he caught a specific Jedi, this Jedi basically told him, I know why you don't want people knowing you're force sensitive, because if they did, you would be taken along with us, and you would basically be twisted. Now, this Jedi, because she told Atton this, ended up getting tortured personally by Atton nearly to death. He wanted to keep his force sensitivity silent. Now, like I said, much of Atton Rand's background that we are giving is not going to go into this battle because this is him. We're not using his force powers. But some of the cool things about Atton Rand, he is very resistant to mind tricks. He is very resistant to any psychic or mind-altering attacks that the Force can be used with. He taught Mishra Surik, the Exile, how to do this. Basically, you focus on anything and everything to basically deter anyone trying to read what you're doing. He's a Master Pazak game player as well, and he's very good with a blaster. I mean, very, very good. This guy would probably give the Wild West, well, shame. Now, with that being said, we're getting into Han Solo. Everybody knows who Han Solo. By the way, hashtag Han shot first. Um, Han Solo is a Corellian smuggler. He is not that Disney
Getting a lot of cut out.
piece
Yeah,
of
yeah,
shit
we are.
that they showed in the Solo movie. He is a person who has killed a clone of the Emperor Palpatine. He has a companion who is not going in this fight because that would be former Imperial that did turn against the Empire, but not for the rebellion at first, but for himself rather. Additional information on Han Solo. Steph, I know that you are a huge fan of Han Solo, so we'll give you
Well,
the floor to give some additional
I
know-how
look at
on
him
him.
as being somebody who's, I ask Alora that she knows. I look at him as being sort of an Old West figure. So everything he does is instinctive. It's either learned or he's inherited it from somebody. And he reads people. He's learned, I think, by growing up and being not to trust anybody until they completely prove themselves that they're trustworthy. I mean, the only person when you meet him, the only person he trusts completely is Chewie. And if you look at their relationship, the only reason why Chewie trusts him is because Han basically sacrificed his whole career to save Chewbacca. And I'm not even going to that whole thing, but there's a story there. Han is a very natural person. He's very earthy. He's, you know, when people say, well, they're very earthy, you know, yeah, there are people out there going, well, that's not very high minded. It's very high minded. When you think about it, you're looking at the most basic thing that a person will do. What are they going to do? That's Han Solo right there. That's who he is. That's how he grew up, and that's how he is throughout the EU. Um, we're ignoring Disney. He and but that's what makes him, I think, a natural accompaniment to the Force because the Force is very natural. And if you look at, I think somebody did some. They're looking at midichlorians, and he had a high midichlorian count. Okay, but that doesn't matter. He's a very natural person to all of that, and yeah, he can pull a blaster as fast as Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, you name it, Bat Masterson, John Wesley Hardin, blah blah blah. But there's a whole instinctiveness about being in that world that even if Obi-Wan Kenobi had that because of his growing up with Qui-Gon. Anakin still got a taste of that. Luke had to be brought into it. You know what I'm saying? There's a thing about human behavior that even if you're a very spiritual person, you're not going to read until you're a part of that, and it's part of your life, and that's how. I'm done. I'm done.
There you go.
All right. So, all right. That's hot. So, All right.
I think we're having a lag still. I don't know, but yeah. Han is very great as Sabak as well. He's very intuitive, like Stephanie said. He's very great with a gun, with his blaster,
OG,
very instinctive.
anything you want to add to the Han Solo introduction?
I think we're having a lag still. I don't know, but yeah, he's very intuitive, like Stephanie said. He's very great with a gun, with his blaster, very instinctive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Did her mic cut out?
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
OG, you still there?
I am. I think I'm very lagging on my side, so I'm gonna close out my browser and come back in. So you guys continue this. I'll be with you guys.
All
right. But yes, one of the things that as much as I hate the Disney trilogy, one of the things they actually did express well in one particular scene of Episode 7 was Han's skill with a blaster, where he actually goes out, blast one, blast two, and then looks right, or doesn't even look where he's pointing it, and just blast the dude right in back of him.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was.
And
that was. I mean, that was okay, but I'm like, well, it's everything else. I mean, it's the superficial stuff. I mean, that was the thing. They if you think your audience is stupid, and they do, wow, that was really cool. And and you're right.
And you can invoke the "so anyway I started blasting however much you like." It doesn't change the fact that they really did him dirty in the movie.
Yeah, they did. I mean, as Jim Cox says, they made him walk into a fucking lightsaber. Sorry.
So anyway, I started blasting however much you like. It doesn't change the fact that they really did him dirty in the movie.
they did do. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh no! You can swear. This place is definitely not for kids.
I mean, I'm,
As my banner here says,
and yeah.
if you ain't if you ain't over 18, get the fuck out.
You said the heck out, by the way.
So yeah, don't worry about swearing. We drop the F-bombs all the time here.
Yeah, it's so, I mean.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah.
And I think we haven't talked about the crap they pulled with that, but, this is something different. Hello, Alora's.
Hi, I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, I will be right back too because I think I have a little bit of a lag too myself. So everybody keep talking awesome about Han, and I will be right back.
Okay. So Laura, you go talk about what you were starting with.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so I was basically, and hopefully I'm not lagging again. I restarted my browser and everything, but basically Han Solo, he is that kind of character that like you said, you could believe he's force sensitive, even though there's no proof in it. He has a lot of luck, which basically would be more or less like an intuition that a force user might have, and are not aware of. And then when you get at the end of the lore, before we get into Crucible, I think it was Crucible. Dana tells Jack that she believes that her dad is force sensitive, and we never got to explore that now. So.
Yeah, thank you Disney for that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those people that it's one of those things because he's seen so much bad that there's something positive. He's like, you need to prove that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do I do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just a very, sort of unique character in the whole thing that we're talking about. It's Space Western is not that far out for what we're saying.
And then he was a great sabacc player too, and that's how he won the Falcon.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Rebel Dawn at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And yeah.
Now he won it from
Rebel Dawn from Lando.
yeah.
Good old
Well-
Lando.
Yeah.
Oh no, Orange is lagging again.
Buck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you're lagging.
He won it from a sabacc game. He did not win it in a sabacc game from Solo. That's not how he won.
No, it's not how he won it. It was at Cloud City in a tournament.
Yep.
And actually,
Hulk.
his ex-girlfriend was watching the whole time.
Hulk.
Lando.
Hulk. Do not spam my chat. I'll assassinate you for him out. You do not spam my chat like that, dude. The next time, I will remove you myself personally. This is your only freaking warning. We're saying. So,
Jeez.
Han Solo. Everybody has heard the ladies and gentlemen.
And actually,
Go ahead.
one. He is the. I mean, if there's a Holy Trinity, there's Han, Leia, and Luke. Luke, Han, and Leia, whatever.
Did I just
And he's part
have
of it.
problems on my side, or no?
Is it problems on my side?
Alrighty.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
it's me, I'll leave and come back. Whatever. And he's part of it. I mean, is it problems on my side?
No.
I'm trying to figure that out.
If it's me,
No, it's not your side, guys. I think it is my side.
all right.
Hulk, I just warned you, man.
Who is this person?
A troll.
Okay.
Yep. Hulk, you are done. Don't know who he is.
Troll.
Don't care who he is. But he's done.
Good.
He is done.
Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
like she is whispering.
Oh, is he talking about
That's
me? Is he
she
talking?
has. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck him. Okay, if you hear me, you're just a redneck. Fuck you. All right. Yeah, I'm whispering all the time. If you yell, you be crying like a little girl. All right. I can yell pretty loud. So, anyway.
Just
Are
mess.
we okay? Are we done? Are we?
Okay, yeah. So let's go back to the meat and potatoes of this little verses here. So the reason why I believe Han Solo would win is because he well, we're not using force abilities here, and I kind of hinted on.
Yeah,
Am I? Yep.
David Cutler.
Okay.
If you want to.
Am I the one who's breaking up here?
Well, I don't think he meant it to be offensive. I will say why your voice is.
You be crying like a
Go on, Giovanna.
right. Oh, Giovanna's
Yeah.
here. Hi, Giovanna. Hello.
All right, is this
Hello there,
another Hulk account coming in? Because I could have sworn I just. Wow.
Okay, he's here.
Yep. All right, guys.
Kind of hinted on.
Yeah.
We just lost
Mods?
Laura again.
You guys are working overtime tonight. If
Am I?
you're bouncing in and out, I know that much, Laura.
Oh, we can't
Sorry
even
about
see
that.
you. Oh, Giovanna's here. Hi, Giovanna.
How you doing, Giovanna?
Hello there, Jamal.
And yes, congratulations to OG for monetization.
Yep.
Yeah, device not connected, and we lost her.
Okay.
Trayla, good to see you. Yeah. We got 13 people watching. Holy crap. Yeah, Kotler. He wasn't trying to insult. He
I
just,
can't even see you.
yeah.
What was he saying? You know, here's a. I'm not gonna go and.
Yeah, we lost Laura. She'll be back, folks.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go and complain
Let me
or
get-
explain my voice. If you can't, if you think I'm talking a whisper,
All right,
just shut up.
Hulk, you are done, buddy.
Just shut up.
You are actually going to be blocked
I can't help it.
from the channel.
I can't help it. All right, so fuck off. You know, trust me. If you heard the voice I was born with, you'd know who I was because you'd own my albums. How's that one? All right. I was on a course and that happened.
If
You know, that. And that's not funny because I almost died from it several times. So don't.
he just keeps on
You're breaking up again.
pulling the whole smash
I'm gonna break up.
bad
I'm gonna leave and come back.
internet, yada yada.
I'm not gonna go and complain or explain my voice.
Yeesh, what's with all the technical issues tonight?
I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Right? Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Computer restarted due to updating. Okay, Laura, that's her problem.
Damn it, Windows, be consistent with your updates. As in, don't break anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I was on board. That happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That several times.
All right. Covered. And now we just.
All the technical issues tonight.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yay.
Am I coming in all right,
Okay.
Darth Nihilus?
All right,
Yes,
so let's
you
try
are,
this
but-
again. Woo!
This has been a very glitchy night.
Mm-hmm. It's a Friday night, and a lot's probably going on.
It's the fucking Grinch gremlin, I tell ya.
They don't want us
She's
to
on
do
her
this
way
versus tonight.
back in.
No, you know, I mean, it's, yeah.
Atton's using the Force to choke
Can you
our
hear
internet.
me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And what I'm hearing
Can
is
you
like,
hear me all right?
yes.
Kapla.
Yeah, you're kind
Nihilus.
of jittery, but
Yeah.
you're there.
Although I seem to see there seems to be a bit of a delay to my responses. I'm kind of wondering if there's some sync issues going on.
That's what my end feels like. I can hear or I can hear myself. Or when I talk, I do it, and then after I'm done, I can hear a little version of like a low version of myself talking, like a delay, and
Yeah,
then
like-
echoing back at me for whatever reason.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
I
guys
hear
can't
that
like
too when
can't
I'm-
hear us in real time, but you can hear me in real time, right? Relatively speaking.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you.
Both of you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, sorry, people listening and the 4 or 5 people who are still here.
Yeah.
We're trying,
Apologize.
we're trying our best.
Okay, Soul Assassin says
Not
that
our
y'all
fault.
hear it sound good on my end, and it
Yeah.
could just be like I said, like glitches, and I mean, because we're experiencing like mass use of internet and YouTube and live streams and stuff because of the situation that we're in right now. So you know,
Yeah.
Well,
no,
in the
I mean,
immortal words of our favorite smuggler, it's not my fault. That was terrible. That was a terrible Harrison Ford. I'm sorry.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this. It's
Yeah.
not my
What
fault.
would Atton say? He already did. I have a bad feeling.
I don't recall that, but like I said, I never played the game, so I don't know.
He says it.
Am I
I
coming
can
in?
think of at least 3 instances where he says it, all within 2 within couple of minutes of each other. Once at the
Yeah.
beginning of the Harbinger, and once at the end of the Harbinger when they meet Scion for the first time.
What did he
Okay.
say?
I have
did
a
he
bad
say?
feeling about this.
I will always go to the originator of that quote, and that's Han.
Yep.
And his
said
the Old
he-
Republic's Han.
Yeah.
Wait, was he the originator of saying it?
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where did he say it first?
A New
Carbon-
Hope, I think.
The
I think it was
garbage compactor, and they heard the first grrr, and he's like, I got a bad feeling about this.
That wasn't that wasn't the first use of that. That was not the first use of that
Oh, it
line.
was Luke. Luke, and then
Yep.
Luke.
Yep,
when he
Luke
said
it was.
Was it Luke?
said it when they were approaching the Death Star.
Yep, it was
Yep.
Luke when
Yep, it was Luke.
Death-
And
Okay.
then
There's something
Right.
alive in here.
yeah.
and Han said, I got a bad feeling about this. And then Luke went, bye-bye. And everyone's like, shit.
Yeah.
I hate that sewer creature thing. I forget its name, but it fucking scares the shit out of me.
Dianoga.
And
Yeah.
how the hell?
Yeah, to whoever
This is
put
my
that
thing.
to whoever put that in Dark Forces, fuck you.
How the hell did it get on the Death Star?
I
Is it
always
there?
kind of
Well-
assumed that they're like the Thresher Maws in Mass Effect. They reproduce via spores that are sent like scattered throughout space, and they eventually get populate on other planets, and they just kind of grow from those spores. I always kind of assumed it's a similar thing with the Dianoga,
Huh.
like either spores or eggs or some kind of
Yeah.
pollination reproduction.
That was just like, I'm watching this going, it's a mechanized, basically, moon. There are human beings on there. They should be able to control what's there. And there's a thing. What the hell is that?
I think also because the planet that Death Star was constructed around, this is actually the working Death Star, not the prototype around the Maw. This is the one around Despair. Is that how you actually pronounce the name of that planet?
Which one?
Yes.
Not the one at the Maw, but
Despair.
the one over Despair. And Despair was described as this like swampy, hostile jungle world.
Mhm.
And I've it's not much of a stretch for me to think, oh, there might have been a Dianoga down there that somehow ended up on board the Death Star, either due to an oversight or maybe a sabotage or what
Or
have
bringing
you. Or maybe it was just like maybe an oversight where it was like an egg or a hatchling or whatever, and it
Mhm.
somehow ended up on one of the ships carrying supplies up to the Death Star, and it just found the trash compactor, nice dank dark place, and settled down there to grow and feed.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense because that whole scene was like, why is that there? And
Mhm.
now it makes sense. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Now
Now
I have.
let's get back on track with the verses.
Yes.
Sorry to because we're at like 33 minutes already. So what's everybody's reasoning behind their picks? We're gonna go with Steph first. What's your reasoning behind Han Solo winning?
Well, basically, it's he's the natural choice. I mean, he is the lucky guy. He's the one that seems to see things, not in a Jedi way, but enough to the point where he knows what's going to happen. He's he can read. Think about Han is that he can read people
Mhm.
in a way that a lot of people can't, even in a way that Luke couldn't when he was a kid. Luke, I mean, you might have force sensitivity, but that you have to mature into understanding things. And Han, being older, also growing up in a different way, would have been able to read people better than that until a certain point where Luke also understood how to do that. it's about reading people, and I think he could read people in a way that the other guy can't. You know?
Yeah.
That's my thing. No.
All right, Alora.
All right. So with that, adding on to that, because I chose Han Solo too, is that again, we're not using force sensibilities for any of them. Even the hints that it's been hinted that Han is. But when you look at his character and stuff, he does have a great intuition. He does have a great ability to read others, which also translates into his ability to use his blaster in such a quick manner. Um, and he's basically like, even it goes into his sabacc game gameplay, which we do see what comes of it in Rebel Dawn and or in the Han Solo trilogy, basically. And his story in general, like coming from, basically, being, we don't know exactly if he was abandoned or his parents were killed and he was taken, because there's his birth and how he became a orphan is a mystery still. And but him being raised in an atmosphere he was also lends to him being able to be cunning and smart, intelligent. When you look at his family history, he comes from a family that is goes from being leaders of Corellia, then becoming smugglers because of his family being killed again. And so we have that history there as well that lends into the Solo story arc of how he became as well. And then also being raised by a Wookiee who was loyal, teaches him loyalty, but then he also is kind of skeptical and he wants to find the truth of the matter on everything. He doesn't fall to believing things too quickly. That's why he's like, kind of skeptical of the Force as well. And so I think because of all those factors within his personality and within his story arc, I believe that he would win over that. And he's a very common man, so that's why I choose him over Anton. They are very different timelines of the story. So, but when you look at him as well, we know that he's very cunning with the blaster and that he also can play a mean sabacc game and everything else. I don't know too much of his backstory growing up. So, and what led to that. And we're not, of course, like I said, we're not using force abilities but if we were, I would still be for Han because he's not really force sensitive or it's not fully confirmed, which gives him the upper hand because he could still hang with the force sensitive and still have that intuition like a force sensitive has.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there we go.
All right, Annihilus.
Awesome.
Well, I'm picking Atton for, not just to be the contrarian in the room, because I feel like there's a bit of an OT bias going on.
That's okay.
But he's no exaggeration, my favorite companion in KOTOR 2.
Okay.
Actually, no, my second favorite. My first favorite is and will always forever be HK-47, you meatbags.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing with Atton is, yes, he's force sensitive, but he also has that intuition, that bad feeling, and it's gotten him out of a lot of trouble. And I'll go into a bit more about his past. So,
Okay.
he was a Jedi Hunter during the Jedi Civil War, and he fought in the Mandalorian Wars. I don't remember for which side. I think he fought for the Republic.
Mhm.
It's been a while since I've played the game, but after meeting that Jedi who showed him who presented that possibility of him being taken to the Starforge and broken there by Revan, I think the reason why he tortured her and all that was not just because he wanted to keep his force sensitivity a secret, but also because he knew that she was telling the truth, and he looked up to Revan in a way, and he couldn't stand doubt being cast onto basically his hero worship. And so him torturing her was kind of him being in denial of the facts of the reality of his surroundings. And at the very end, when she unlocked the Force in him, he realized that if he stayed with Revan, continued to fight for him, continued to hunt Jedi for him, he would end up at the Starforge himself, either as a broken Dark Jedi or as one of those Jedi that you see in the final battle with Malak, hanging suspended between life and death, just fuel for Malak's power.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when he meets Mitra on Paragus, and yeah, they need each other to survive, but he recognized. Oh, he didn't recognize right away that she was a Jedi, did he?
He
Mm,
did or I believe he did recognize her as a Jedi.
Right away from the minute she walked in.
I believe so.
Yeah, and then like during the course of the game, as he, as Nitra and Adden get to know each other, and he begins to open up to her, that's when she helps him with his Force sensitivity. And I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I was about to say something kind of dumb, but whatever.
It's all right.
speak your truth.
Yes.
I
Speak
think they're cute.
it.
And I want to add a little bit to mine because I didn't even put in the battles like you did that, So we know that, he fought in the Mandalorian Wars and all that. And then he, also was a Jedi Hunter as well. But when you look at Han Solo, he helped free the galaxy from the Empire. So he fought in the Galactic Civil War, of course, we know that. And then he basically helped, clean up missions throughout, the galaxy, and helped fight against Thrawn. Okay. And then still doing the cleanup missions, he was a part of Wedge's squadron at one point as well. And he also helped defeat both the Death Stars in a way.
I'm going to be starting that series next, the X-Wing series.
Nice. And then we get into the Yuuzhan Vong, which was huge galactic takeover from the Vong. And so he helped with that mission. And then he lost, of course, Chewie. And then, he loses his son Anakin. So he goes through a lot of grief and still holds his own. He still stayed by his companion's side through all this, even though when he lost Chewie, he did go on a little hiatus because he was dealing with his emotions. He always returned. And so we have that. And then we get into the Darkness trilogies where he comes again and helps out with that. And then we get into Legacy of the Force, where he then has to fight against his own son and the take over the galaxy by Jason Solo as Darth Caedus.
Yeah.
And then we get into Legacy of the Force, where now Luke is exiled. And so now he's helping his wife and the Jedi faction and keeping his granddaughter safe and still fighting against the faction that was put in there that's compromising the galaxy, and Abeloth as well. I mean, he didn't have no direct contact with that, but still he was one of the factors of help freeing the galaxy from that turmoil. And then he also went into what we think might be the Mortis in Crucible and survived.
I thought that was confirmed to be Mortis.
It was saying that they weren't sure, and that's why Luke was going out to find and sending out Jedi at the end. We didn't get the confirmation because the sellout happened, but most likely it is.
I'm not too sure how I feel about Mortis being outside of the Clone Wars, because I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm not against them implementing Mortis in the EU in some way. I don't know.
Mortis,
I gotta say that if Lucas, let's talk about this. If Lucas looked at everything and said, if we brought in Mortis and had something basically being the overarching problem going on, and it came from the sun or Abeloth, or you know what I'm saying? That being, it would actually tie everything together. And I think somewhere, someplace in Lucasfilm, somebody thought that's a good idea. And then Kathleen Kennedy.
I've got a terrible pun.
Pablo Hidalgo killed it
Ugh.
because they wanted Ray.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Lucas looked at Mortis and he went, "I want Moritis."
Mortis.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was
Right.
terrible.
Okay,
He
so let's go back to
actually,
the subject.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So, my reasoning behind my choice, which was Atton, while I do acknowledge that Han does have force sensitivity and
I do have
Scoundrels
more
luck,
things to say about Atton as well, but I'll let you
Yeah,
finish Orange.
sorry.
one of the things that a lot of people don't acknowledge a lot of in Star Wars, which it actually kind of became just a thing from the games, but it does kind of have a place in the movies as well, even though it's not acknowledged, is Scoundrels luck, where they tend to be extremely skilled and and they can also somehow find themselves getting out of the worst situations where normal people would actually be killed.
Yeah.
Atton himself also does have this streak of Scoundrels luck.
Yeah.
Tied in with his skills. One of the things that I didn't cover extensively about Atton is if it does come to hand, he would kill Solo. Atton
Absolutely.
has
He-
reflexive hand-to-hand combat of the
Ichani.
Ichani. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Ichani are basically they're dance oriented, but they're also battle oriented. They communicate through battle, kind of like Saiyans do in Dragon Ball Z.
I
But
kind of always saw the Ichani as like samurai.
of a sense, yes, they are. Now, it's also a very personal thing. Now, when Atton was introduced in Coder 2 to the Ichani and to Atrus's academy, he immediately drops into an Ichani battle stance. And this is noticed by Brianna, who is the last handmaiden, who is also one of the lost Jedi as well. She's like, "Where did you learn it?" I just learned real quickly. That's a lie. He says, "I pick it up really quickly." It's like, no, that was reflexive. I noticed everything you've done, and you are very extremely skilled in hand-to-hand combat. So if it ever does come to hand-to-hand combat, I give it to Atton. As for blasters, I would definitely give it to Han, because Han Solo is extremely skilled with his blaster. This guy, if I remember the stories correctly, I never did read the cloned Emperor bit in the EU. Didn't he put a blaster bolt between the Emperor's eyes?
He shot him.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Wasn't that the final blow to the Emperor in that
Yeah.
time?
Mhm.
Yeah. He
He
killed
killed
him.
the last one. Yeah, he killed the last clone. Killed the last clone of the Emperor, protecting Anakin and Leia.
Yeah. So it's like I mean, that's not an easy thing to do, folks. It really isn't.
No.
But if it
Mhm.
does come down to hand, Atton would take it. If it comes down to blasters, Han takes it.
All right.
Now-
So Han's training with within the Imperial Academy and stuff. So he did have combat training as well. I mean, it may not be like this elegant force society type training that Atton got. So that does lend to some of his fast reflexes too. You know, not only his shooting technique, but also to his hand-to-hand combat capability. But you know, I'm not too privy on exactly what like the type of training that stormtroopers got with that.
I'm not either, but I gotta say this: if you add that plus street fighting,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Oh yes.
you know, you could be elegant all you want, but
Good to see you, Stig.
I'm gonna say this: there's things that people do in street fighting that ain't fair.
Yeah.
And you know, you gotta give that to them. gotta give that to him. If was completely comfortable with anything goes,
Yeah.
fine. Because if you're fighting Han Solos hand to hand, anything goes. Anything goes.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing you got to remember is I don't care what I had to cut off, punch, kick, bite. I'm gonna say, whatever. I'm gonna do it, and that's what they did. Seriously. So, I mean, I look at that as a draw, to be honest.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Very close.
Yeah. Because, yeah, that's really elegant. I'm going to bite you now. I'm going to bite you in a place you don't want me to bite you. I'm going to kick you, punch you, or elbow you in a spot that's going to make you curl up like a girl,
Right. Basically, you're saying, or not Atton, but Han is a street fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you would be, he, caught, hand-to-hand combat at the Imperial Academy. He also knew how to fight how to fight on the street. I mean, you're gonna go to your instincts, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, your instincts are to do what you have to, and that's what he would do. And I've seen people in that position. Trust me, I've done it. And you walking away going, yeah, I kicked your ass, didn't I? It hurt, didn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
and that's a trained. There are trained fighters like Gina Carano and other people that we talk about, and there are people that are trained in a different way. And if they come across each other, it's going to be very interesting.
Hold on.
What's going on?
That was weird.
Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that.
But that would be very interesting. I think there'd be a combination of things going on there with him. I really think, and I think it would be a tie. I really do. I do. I think it would be a tie. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. I'm sorry. That's me. Me.
Yeah.
We have some great comments. Our comments in the chat here. We have one with Stig Kenobi and
Yeah,
my
Stig.
if you want to share that, I don't have to read it.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Stig.
God.
Stig, come on. Man.
Yeah, yes, we get it. Han wins in
God,
every
you're so
scenario.
cute.
Yeah.
Well, not in every scenario.
Oh, Stig. That's Stig. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
he's the king of puns, folks.
Yeah, and then we have a nihilist that says you're right. Han would drink Anton under the table when Leia would, then Leia would kick Han's ass for being so dumb. So
Yeah.
He would. No,
Yeah,
would,
sorry
he'd
about
be
that,
like,
folks.
She'd be like, okay, so now what do we do with him? You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, well, now that we've got him. Oh man, no, it would be very very interesting. I think they probably end up liking each other.
Oh yeah.
They
Being
would.
buddies.
I can see Han and Atton being drinking buddies, like legitimate drinking buddies.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And Leia going, you're not bringing him home again.
Mhm.
No,
I mean-
because they teach the kids stuff.
And
I don't
then
like
Mitra
it.
would just look at Atton disapprovingly.
Yeah.
Well, both of the women
Like,
be
not
like,
even
oh,
say anything, just
Good.
glare at him.
Yeah.
oh. All right, so Darth and Nihilist, so go ahead, and I know you haven't finished what you were saying because I was adding on, and then we all added on again. So go ahead. So I didn't mean to fully take away from your
Take this
spot.
with a grain of salt, but I feel like Atton's kind of at a disadvantage here, simply because there's more in the lore about Han than there is about Atton. Atton has one game, really,
Yeah.
and then Han has everything else before and after the movies. And then another thing about why I think that even if Atton, like, yes, he is a lost Jedi, but this is both my headcanon and the way I've always built him out in the game from a completely mechanical perspective.
Hmm.
I almost never give him a lightsaber, and I just stick to him being a blaster, dual wielding gunslinger that occasionally uses force powers.
I like that.
Because the way you pick him up in the game, he's already got like a bunch of blasters abilities, and then his Scoundrels luck perk,
Yeah.
which levels up as he does. And by the time you get the option to make him a Jedi, you're like halfway through the game, and you've already pretty much if not completely maxed out his blaster attacks, then you're very close to it. Why would I switch gears at that point? I would just
You
be
would.
putting him at a huge disadvantage.
There's all right. I'm gonna say there's
And there are
something.
moments in the game where you don't have Mitra or your player character, and you have to fight with either Adden or Mira or whoever have you. And in most lightsaber situations, Adden and most of the Lost Jedi who don't start out with points already in their melee attacks are at a huge disadvantage. So I almost never give him a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Not even in the restored content mob where he fights Scion. I always give him the two strongest blasters in the game, all of the blaster abilities, and a fuck ton of med packs.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm gonna say this. There's something about Star Wars that people are missing, and that's the normality of people that are really good at what they do.
Exactly.
And
And
that's
I'm gonna
what
go.
you're talking about.
Yeah, and this is also why I hate Disney Star Wars so much. They're like, oh, everyone can be a Jedi now. And it's like, well, if everyone can be a Jedi, why would you want to be anything else? What's the point of any other profession in the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, because when oh God, what's her face, Admiral Holdo, Laura Dern said, "Well, anybody can be a Jedi." I'm like, first
No.
off, did you ever watch Star Wars? Did you ever understand it? You're a stupid woman. I'm sorry.
Everyone is
Laura, I'm
connected to
Go
the
ahead.
Force in some way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not everyone
You
is
know what
Jedi, which is
but you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's like, how stupid can you be? Yeah, a rabbit just born is connected to the Force. That doesn't mean they're Jedi.
Yeah,
You're not. I mean, what the fuck? Jesus.
and that's why, like, spoilers for
You
Ghost
know
War
me,
2's
though.
Endgame, the villain of the game, Kreia, wanted to kill the Force, and had she succeeded, just about everyone and everything in the galaxy that is connected to the Force, plant life, animal life, humans, Twi'lek, whoever, they would have all died. Everyone in the Star Wars galaxy relies on the Force to some extent, and had Kreia succeeded in killing it, a lot of the galaxy would be dead.
Yep. Yeah, I love that.
I don't know if they would drop dead or turn to dust, but it would happen somehow.
Yeah, it would have been, if you look at the universe, it would have probably been a big universal implosion, and then creation would have probably started again. Think about that.
Like, what happened at Malachor 5 was a microcosm of what would have happened to the rest of the galaxy had Kreia succeeded in creating that huge echo.
Yeah, she is.
Which always kind of confuses me why she kind of sends you after Nihilus, since he was pretty much doing that.
Yeah. Nihilus. That I'm waiting for that black, 6-inch black series. I want that one.
Yeah.
Wasn't he inspired by No Face from Spirited Away? I remember reading that somewhere.
I don't know. All I know is I've got Revan as a Jedi, and Revan as a Sith, as I've got the figures, and I want Nihilus. I think that's a really cool figure. I really do.
I've got the Black Series figure of Revan, and then one of Jaina, and then
Yeah.
I have Funkos of Revan and Malik.
I've got Jaina. I've got a lot. I'm waiting for. Let's see. I'm waiting for Kit Fisto. I'm waiting for Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
And still, by the way, I'm waiting for Padawan Anakin. I've got Anakin
Nice.
already, and I'm actually waiting for Obi-Wan, the latest one of Obi-Wan. But it'll, to have all of them, I've got all the Han Solos. I got a Bandai Solo somewhere. He'll show up sometime. I got him before COVID. I'm still waiting for him now. So, I think it was probably money down the drain, to be honest, because that's coming from Japan. But you always look for the best you can afford. And Hot Toys, damn them.
Mm-hmm.
They're so expensive. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God. All right, what's this one? Ambassador.
My toaster has the Force. What?
Yes, I was laughing at that.
Yeah, well, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Force is supposed to be special. It's supposed to be a mystery. It's supposed to be like so much of a mystery that you can't even decide if the balance is really like how or like. Well, we know the balance is more or less light or whatever. But what I'm getting at is like it's such a mystery that one can't really tell if like the dark side or the light side is how a person reacts to it, or if there really is a dark side and light side. And so there's variance of that, and that's what I like about the Force and the mythos behind it, is that it remains a mystery. It stays that way, and someone's abilities can be determined on how they act, yes, but then they also can harness the dark side as well, so, or the light side. So
Yeah,
I like how it's constructed.
I like it. I like the way it is too. It's a very natural flow to it, and it challenges the person, which is, I think, the point.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, Lucas really thought about it. I can imagine him somewhere in Lodi on a hill somewhere above some, wine or vineyard as a kid, looking up at the stars going, what can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Joseph Campbell's, I've got all the books he wrote. I've read them. And everything that you could possibly think about, what human beings believe about the natural world, the supernatural, is in those books, and it's synthesized in Star Wars, and it's not a shallow thing, and that's the thing people don't understand. I think if Disney understood it, you're not buying Marvel, you're buying something deeper than that. I think they would have looked at it a different way.
Like the difference between the difference between the light side and dark sides of the Force, I always saw it like this: the Force is an ocean, the light side is the surface, the dark side is the depths.
That's a good way of looking at it.
And the dark side is also full of Lovecraftian horrors. The deeper you go, the more you lose yourself to complete and utter madness.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
all right. Yeah. So before we get too off on a tangent, I mean, because we have gotten very far off, and we are at the hour point. But hey, I'm not complaining. But we do actually going to have to start wrapping this one up. Right. So basically, the result is, because they're two scoundrels, this is the Battle of Scoundrels, and basically Pazak, we'll give it to Atton. Blasters, we'll give it to Han. Hand to hand, we'll give it to both. And
overall and everything else, they both just freaking walk away with a drink in each hand, freaking basically being pals at the end of this. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
It's a draw.
Yeah, it's a draw.
And
It's
Leia
basically a
gets
draw with these two.
And
Leia
Leia's
gets
going, "Are you
pissed
guys
because
done?"
he's going out every other night on a drinking excursion.
And Leia's
Exactly.
like, "Okay, are you guys done? All right, are we done? Can we have dinner now?" You know, the
Exactly.
kids are hungry. What the,
Yeah.
you know, get over here right now.
And then the twin and the like 5-year-old Jaina's like, Mom, Dad's bringing the weird guy over again.
And Chewie's like, "Do you want me to throw him out?"
I'm just like, nah, we cool.
Yeah.
Stig is like,
All
Han
right,
shoots
Stig.
first, he wins, basically is
Yeah.
what he said. So
Yeah.
if they do a draw first, or if they have a duel first, yeah, Han's winning because there's not going to be nothing left on Anton. Yeah.
On most women at the cantina.
Actually, no, he would lose because Leia would kill him.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is damn straight. You got a point there.
Yeah, Leia, you know, that's the thing about it. You know, as much as Han protects her, she protects him. And if the shit hit the fan, she'd be like, "That's it." You know? All right.
Yeah.
But
No.
he's so faithful that he wouldn't do that though either.
No.
Very true.
I mean,
Right.
he's Han. You know, it's really funny. You look at his, and Laura and I have talked about this, but you look at his past, and you look at that, and all you ever wanted to do was be, you wanted to be somebody who is respected.
Yeah.
You know, you know,
Actually, ambassadors, if I may
Alderanian.
answer this, yeah, Atton is from Alderaan initially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Han is from Corellia.
and you know, and I really think that you know, when you see, and this is after the OT, that the movies were over, but when AC Crispin gave him that background, then you see why it was so natural for him to fit into all that. You know, it was just a natural thing for him to do because that's who he wanted to be. That was who he felt he should be. And it's really funny when you look at Heir to the Empire and all that, and he was done, but he didn't walk away from all of it. You know, there was part of his old life there, but part of what he had always wanted, and he stuck to it. You know, the Scoundrel was a loyal guy to the very end, and fuck you, Disney, JJ. You know,
Exactly.
you know it. You know it, and that's the thing I think, and that's where he wins. That's where he fits in all of this with Luke and Leia so well, and that's what they're missing. That's what they're missing in this whole thing. But anyway,
Alrighty.
All right. This is fun.
Soul Assassin, please get the plug-in. We're gonna go through each of the panelists to give themselves a plug. So, Stephanie, first, or you are the first and the guest of honor. So we'll give you the first go for plugging your channel. Anything you would like to have coming up, feel free to share.
Hey, it's Steph, Smuggler's Cantina. And there's really nothing really big right now. We're just doing following Doomcock stuff and stuff that I've been talking with my group. You know, I just I kind of follow Disney Finance right now, because the rule is if you can't get them on one thing, you get them on money, and because you can't, you always follow the money, and they're getting Lucasfilm on the money. There's no money there. So, despite what people are thinking and saying, Stig, I know you're one of them. You can't deny the problems going on with Disney finances, and they will visit Lucasfilm, and there is big changes coming, and I'm talking about that. So come to
Alrighty.
Smuggler's Cantina, because that's where we talk about it.
Alrighty. Laura, anything you got going on? Plugging?
All right. Hello, everyone. And again, this is your Legends girl trying to make it in this discounted world. And I basically still, my heart is with George Lucas lore. Or so basically the EU, the movies, games, all that content that was under his supervision, under his company when he owned it. So I have some news. My channel is under monetization right now, like a review for it. So it's past 2 processes. There's 3 processes that happens with it. And so now it's in the final decision on if I'm going to get monetized. And so I'm very, very excited for that. Once it happens, we'll have a little, live stream celebration on my channel as well. And again, I would love to thank everybody here that has supported me, has watched my channel, has talked to me about Star Wars, and just given me that love and compassion and support, like everybody here on the panel as well. And I am in the process of making 2 lore videos before Monday, so stay tuned for that. And Thursday mornings is my coffee chat. And probably towards the end of this month, I will have a chat with, and I'm going to interview Mary Mayhem. So look forward to that. And I will now, when we have that date nailed down. So thank you again for having me here. And it's a pleasure to be on these verses on Orange Hat Reviews channel as well. And again, sorry for the mishap. We got through this, and that's what the fun about this is about. So it's just everything that happens from the beginning to end.
Yeah.
Annihilus.
What's up, everybody? I am Darth Annihilus. I am a gaming enthusiast, a Star Wars fan, and a programmer of computers.
Oh, nice.
And I do gaming stuff on my channel. And that's all I really had to say, and I am very excited to see your interview with Mary Mayhem. Laura.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Awesome.
Alrighty, everybody. Make sure that you give all of these channels subscribes. What did you want to say, Steph?
Orange, I want to say thank you for having me on tonight.
Definitely.
Welcome.
All right.
Welcome to the crazy awesomeness that is our versus streams.
I like it. I like it. I think it's great.
All right. So, everybody, if you haven't already subscribed, definitely subscribe to their channels. We got another one coming in 2 weeks. This one will not be Star Wars, but I do have a goal for this one, and let me just share what the topic will be. It is Conan versus Aragorn.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a tough one.
A Conan
that's a good one.
And
that's just my thing.
The goal for this one, so definitely tell me if you guys want to see it. I want to get Josiah Rises on for that one as a panelist.
Okay.
That is the goal. So if you guys want to see him, leave likes, leave comments, get all sorts of whatever to see if you want to get him on. I will be reaching out to him and trying to get his attention. Hopefully he'll come on. Because I know that he is also a Lord of the Rings fan. So with that being said, folks, we are going to end this stream. You all know the drill. If you're catching it on the replay, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Who would you think would win in this tonight's versus stream? Do you think it would be Han Solo or Atton Rand? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. This has been Orange Hat Reviews and Panel. And have a good night, folks, and stay humble.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night.
This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right.